Hi everyone and welcome to this seminar. For those of you who still don't know me or haven't seen me around the ship, my name is Isa. I am the Effy Ambassador and I'm from Brazil. Now, by the end of the seminar, you will be in love not only with the Effy brand, but with all the products that we have because they all come with a beautiful history. Now, can anyone tell me why is it really good to shop for diamonds on a cruise ship or any other gemstone? No? Let me tell you. I would say the first main reason for anyone to shop for diamonds or any other gemstone on a cruise ship is the fact that you pay no tax. You pay no tax whatsoever. So you take your beautiful piece of jewelry back to your country, back to your city, and is already free and clear of any taxes whatsoever. Now, another good point is that the price is amazing. Now, Effy is the biggest manufacturer in the United States. So not only we have an amazing selection, but we also have the best prices. And who can tell me what is the gemstone that is the one that everybody buys, the number one seller on the ship? Diamonds. That is right, because who doesn't have a diamond wants a diamond, and whoever owns a diamond wants more diamonds. Now, diamonds, they come with the 4 C's. Everybody knows that, right? So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about them. The cut is the only on the 4 C's that we can control, because the cut is how we make a diamond really well cut. Is how we make a diamond shine and sparkle more. And you know, with the many facets, and sometimes Effy has a beautiful pavé setting that when you look at it, you can see that is a bigger diamond, you know, so that's very good. Now, the other C that we have will be color. Color is the way that the diamond absorbs and reflects the light. And the other C will be clarity, which is, when you talk about clarity, there is a misconception saying that one is better than the other. No, clarity will go from the more rare of the clarity, which is letters A, B, and C, to the less rare of the clarity, and that we can explain later in detail for you. The carat weight is also something that we can control. Is from Mother Earth, is the weight of the gemstone itself, you know. Now, what you may not know is the 5th C. Now, the 5th C is craftsmanship, and that one I can tell you a beautiful story about Mr. Effy, which is the owner of the brand. It's his name. Effy is his name, so our brand carries his name. Now, Mr. Effy, he was born in Iran. He was an electrical engineer, and he was the right hand of the Shah. He was the one that took the telecommunications, Motorola, in the 70s to Iran. Then came the revolution. With the revolution, Mr. Effy had to flee the country in the blink of an eye. So he took his wife and his son, and they moved to New York. Now remember, Mr. Effy is from Iran. He doesn't speak any English, so he finds a day job, which is selling carpet. And he goes and he sells carpet door to door. But having an eye for detail, and being in New York, which is called the Diamond District, what does he start to do? He starts drawing his own jewelry. And then he starts buying the gemstones and building the gemstones. So he would have his regular job because he had to feed his family, you know, and he would sell door to door his case with his 15 pieces that he would always have. Now, one of these days in New York, there is this great rain comes, and he is under an awning trying to protect himself from the rain, right? And then this lady comes, he notices that is a jewelry store. And then this lady comes, why don't you come inside? So that way you can be more protected from the rain. When he goes inside, he sees the jewelry and he starts showing her his pieces of jewelry. She falls in love immediately with the pieces because they are something that nobody has ever seen before. You know, they are very creative, they are very colorful. Mr. F is known to be the king of color in New York, you know. And she falls in love with them, and she goes and she tells them, she asks to keep them. And she tells them that she's gonna keep them in consignment. Now remember, he didn't speak a lot of English, so he agreed, and she said to go back in 30 days to pass by, and so he could collect the money. Now he goes and he tells his friends, his family, that he sold in consignment, and they tell him, but do you know what consignment means? And he says no. And then they tell him that consignment means that she's only gonna pay him for the pieces that she sells. Now he gets a little sad, but instead of coming back in 30 days, which is the price, the time that she gave him, he gives a little bit more. So he goes back with more than 30 days. When he gets there, she's crazy looking for him, and she was so worried, and she sold all his pieces in less than 15 days. Now, this store is none less than Saks Fifth Avenue. And until this day, Mr. F makes a collection for them. Now, so you can understand how great craftsmanship is for Mr. F. We have a building in New York, in Madison Avenue. And on that building, first of all, everything is done in-house. So everything is done on that building. Now, everything is done by hand. The only thing that is not done by hand is the measurement that is done in the computer, because it has to be exactly, because the gemstones, they are set by hand, you know. And so he does the design, they create a wax model, they put the wax model on a tree, they pour the gold, and then you have a tree full of rings or necklace or everything that only need to be setted. So he goes to a different room where only, and this is amazing, only women set the stones. They are the ones that choose. And we are so good with seeing colors and being able to match the color, the red with this red, exactly from the ruby or the sapphire or the emerald, that only us, only women do this job. So they get all the gemstones that are supposed to go on the piece, and they give it to a different set of hands. At the end of this process, I mean, sometimes 35 pairs of hands, you know, touch this piece of jewelry before it gets to your hand. That's how much care and love there is on making this masterpiece for you. Now, some of the others, remember that I told you that Mr. F is the king of color? Some of the other gemstones that he works are amazing, like our Nala, our beautiful collection of Nala Tanzanite. Now, Tanzanite, I don't know if you guys know, I only found this out when I came to work for him. Tanzanite is a very special gemstone, although it's fairly new because it was only discovered in 1967. Tanzanite was created with the millions and millions of years ago with the volcano Kilimanjaro. So the volcano erupted, it came to the surface, and it stayed there because it's a very ugly stone. I'm going to show you on the slide. It's a very ugly stone in his regular form, you know. So we stayed there until 1967. There is this event, this big rain, a lightning bolt comes, it strikes the villa where in Tanzania, this place, and it catches everything on fire. So everything catches on fire, it burns down, they lost everything, but after 16 hours, the stone that was on the floor is polished. So they come, they think it's a sapphire, but it's not really. They take it to study in New York, and they give the name of Tanzanite. Now, Tanzanite is a generational gemstone, which means in 1967, they discovered 2 mines. One of them is already gone, and the other one is the size of Central Park times 2. So they estimate that in about 10 to 15 years, you won't be anymore. So you can only get Tanzanite from Tanzania, and there is only 1 mine in the world. Now, our selection of Tanzanite is amazing. Once we go down, you'll be able to see. We have big pieces still with really big gemstones, nice settings, and you will fall in love with them. Another collection that is very special to me, especially because I love it, is the yellow diamonds. They say yellow diamonds are very special. They say that if every woman in the world wants a yellow diamond, we will not have enough to give them. And another collection that is very special to me is also called the Reverie, which is a diamond collection, but is a lab-grown diamond. So on that collection, which is very, very special, you get way more carats, nicer clarity on the pieces for an affordable price. Mr. Effy wants to make jewelry, or that was his dream in the beginning, still from this day. He wants to make jewelry for everyone. So you have pieces beginning 1,000 that go all the way to 100 million. So everyone can afford an Effy masterpiece. Now, I'm gonna give you the tickets for the raffle. We're gonna have a big winner that is also gonna get a big special discount at the store. And I'm gonna be able to show you firsthand everything that we talked about. Please follow me. Thank you.